Hello, and welcome to coverage of custom standard league matches for the Secrets of the River Cities rotation. I'm Caillou, and today we're going to be watching the match between Agentbla, who is playing their classic white-red artifact aggro deck, and Cftsoc, who appears to be playing Jeskai Control with the combo finish of Jewelstorm. Or could just be playing straight Jewelstorm, but with Incandescent Rain and Sandwarp for control and for aggro, respectively. So right now, does have the potential to go infinite on turn 6 with Station 7 Host and Survey the Ruins. And Incandescent Rain will allow Cftsoc to kill both of the Hunter Seekers, which will allow them to survive till that point. No ramp so far, though. So probably just going to run out the writing right here. Yep, is going to run out the writing. Draws a card, and then doesn't really do much for Cftsoc because by the time writing's online, it'll be turn 6 anyways. I guess one thing it does do is it makes it so that Cftsoc only needs to draw one more land to be able to combo off. Also, Agentbla over here, unfortunately stuck on 2 lands. Their deck is basically like tops off at the CMC 3 spot with a bunch of Bombi 3 drops, but if they can't cast them, they can't put the clock that they need to on Cftsoc. And there's a land from Cftsoc off of the Wall of Mysteries, hitting a Royal Domain. This means next turn with writing, Cftsoc will be able to go off and go infinite, and will cast another writing. So how this combo works is you cast Survey the Ruins. Since it targets any permanents, you really don't even need a board state, you just need lands. Then you copy it with Station 7 Host, and then since Station 7 Host, because it basically is a dual caster mage, and then since Survey the Ruins can exile 2 target permanents, you just exile a land, generate infinite mana, and then you draw your deck. You can also twiddle Coveted Jewel to keep drawing 3 cards and generating 3 mana each time with Survey the Ruins. So it basically lets you draw your deck, and then you use a massive X spell to basically just Banefire your opponent in the face. And Agentbla, because they didn't hit a 3rd land, just conceded there. I think they knew what fate awaited them once Cftsoc hit 6 lands. So basically, the best way to disrupt this combo is to A, have instant speed artifact and enchantment removal in white that's likely an Imperial Claim, and also have instant speed removal for the Dual Caster Mage, so that in response to Dual Caster Mage copying the Survey the Ruins, you can exile it so it's not a valid target, and then they can't continue to go off. And Agentbla can definitely still make plays despite the tempo loss of having to keep up instant speed interaction, because Wander the Unknown and Imperial Claim are both cheap, 2 and 1 mana respectively, and despite having lots of 3 mana threats, Agentbla also does have like the Hunter Seekers and similar 2 drops to be able to put on aggressive pressure early, and then can hold up interaction for when they need it. I guess Hired Hit is also valid interaction, instant speed burn to be able to kill Station 7 Host. So Cftsoc on a mull to 6 has a currency to ramp into a turn 4 Coveted Jewel, but doesn't have any way to flicker it. Also has what I'm assuming is a sideboard Imperial Claim, just in case of Mafia Vault. Mafia Vault is a 2 mana artifact which prevents ETB triggers, and therefore it hoses a Station 7 Host, because you can no longer use the Dual Caster ETB copy target instant spell. But also, Cftsoc over here with the top deck Elaborate Transportation, so we'll be able to flicker this Coveted Jewel at least once, and by drawing 6 cards, it's pretty much guaranteed that you're going to be hitting more flicker spells. And right now, Agentbla doesn't have any answer to just a straight Coveted Jewel. Is just going to play Tempered Onclim and then pass. Is also notably tapped out, but I guess this doesn't matter because Cftsoc cannot go off until next turn. So for now, is probably just going to play a writing. And I think the problem is, even if Agentbla holds up both Hired Hits here, without a way to answer Coveted Jewel, Cftsoc can just probably draw enough cards and generate enough mana that he can draw into more than 2 copies of a Station 7 Host, and then go off that way. So Agentbla just played a Deadeye Shinobi, Didn't sacrifice anything, but that leaves Agentbla with only 1 red mana up. And Cftsoc has the Sand Warp, definitely a problem. So the Sand Warp can function as interaction here for the hired hit, and at that point, I think that it's lights out for Agentbla. So he's going to sack the 2 treasures, going to play the Coveted Jewel. So he's going to tap Coveted Jewel for 3 blue, going to Elaborate Transportation it, draws 3 more cards. This time does hit another Flicker spell and Survey the Ruins. Notably, using this can flicker both Coveted Jewel and Writing, because that way it draws him 4 cards. I think that is the play you want to do. Oh no, it's going to be playing Sarasa? I guess this untaps 2 target permanents with her -2. So it's going to untap the Coveted Jewel and the Sea-Soaked Cliffs, generate 3 white, and then use all of it to Survey the Ruins. And I guess exiling Sarasa and Coveted Jewel means that Cftsoc can reuse the -2, so it actually doesn't go mana even, goes 3 mana positive with the Survey the Ruins. And there's yet another Survey the Ruins for Cftsoc. And another untap from Sarasa, hitting the Royal Domain this time and the Coveted Jewel. And yep, Survey the Ruins number 2. In response, I feel like Agentbla could kill Sarasa, but I guess it needs to save the hired hit for the Station 7 host, which Survey the Ruins plus Station 7 host out from Cftsoc right now, so can just go infinite, and has Sand Warp backup. And yeah, that's it. And that's the explosive power of Jewelstorm. Yeah, I think even with interaction, it was really hard for Agentbla to do anything there, just because of Cftsoc also being able to put up manaless interaction, and also requiring Agentbla to have multiple pieces of interaction. I think Jewelstorm is definitely a deck to look at going forward if you're trying to spike this format. Until next time, this is Caillou signing off.